I think that we probably made it look a lot better than Penn State is a decent team. They're a good team. And I think that we did something that we've been wanting to do, and that is jumping on a team and really keeping our foot on their neck and really pressing them from the beginning. And we did it. So I was really proud and happy that we played that. There's been a number of games that they've hung in there with most of the teams, at least to the third, and better still to the fourth quarter. So it was important that we put them away right away, and we did a great job.
Is it November, December was probably not what you hoped? What's led to kind of your individual bounce back, you say, like over the last 3-4 games, 2 weeks or so? What went into that, and what's been the difference for you?
Probably my teammates and my coaches. They've been instilling confidence in me in practice. They've been doing more things where I can get the ball more and looking for ways for me to score, be beneficial to my teammates. So everything that I've been doing lately has been props to them.
And is it a big deal to you to start a game? Your player, does that mean something to you?
No, that doesn't really mean anything to me. I like bringing energy off the bench, but whatever Coach Stringer believes is best for the team, then I'll be able to do that.
Coach, defensively, you really kind of shut down Penn State, especially in the second half. They kind of hung with you in the first, but talk about your defensive effort as a whole in the second half, causing a lot of turnovers that really kind of put the game away.
I think that they were having turnovers really in the first half, but it is a matter of attrition, and they began to wear down. And it's something that we were used to, but probably more often they're probably not used to that at the same level. But the defense, what we did, which was different, we generally play a 55, which is a full court press. But in this case, because we only have 7 players, sometimes 8 players, then what we began to do is put on a press really at the half-court level, so we didn't have to work as hard. But it had, an effective, it was effective for us because it didn't give them as much room. In a full-court press, they can see there's a lot more room. In this situation, they couldn't, and it worked. It was good. But like we know that Arella, who's it, T-Baby, and Mael, they've got to work extremely hard because, as you notice, they were funneling people from side to side, and so some of those things are not things that you see or you can appreciate as much. But we as a team do appreciate their real effort in causing those turnovers and making it happen.
Arella, how would you assess your offensive performance? And I know the last couple of games it's kind of been hit or miss, but how would you feel with 24 points, 4 shy away from a new career high? How would you feel your performance was offensive?
I would just say it just came easy. I was just looking for the easiest shot possible. Really, I was trying to sell to the refs that I get fouled on jump shots a lot. So I think they did a really good job officiating today, calling them. And I think what Coach Stringer and Coach Eamon have been doing lately in practice is just getting everybody involved to take a little bit of the pressure off me, and I'm just trying to move without the ball as much as I can. I think my teammates are seeing that, a lot of backdoor cuts, and it's making our offense more efficient.
Coach, I guess, so you decided to start Zippy. What was significant about that to you, or what did you see that made you say you wanted to bring what she's bringing?
No, we are happy that she is starting, and primarily because she can handle the ball. She can handle the ball in a pressure situation. Plus, she can move the ball quicker, and I don't think any of the guards have any question, any hesitation about making a pass to her or she making a pass to them, which allows us to be freer in our movement. A lot of teams are playing with 4 guards, and we play with 3 guards and 2 posts. So we need to be quicker. Aside from that, she can attack, drive, and get to the rim, and pick up, foul shot opportunities. So I mean, it's worked. I can't say that that's what's going to happen now, but we just play it as we see it. And the other thing is that I thought that Arella breathed a little bit easier she just breathed. She was strained. She was straining a little bit, but it worked. And Zippy is a point guard, and that's key. She's a two, but she can play the point. So that gives and our thought was that we would play Arella, for example, at the two or at one, and then we'd have a little bit more flexibility with our guards. But we're short on guards. We've got two guards that are sitting out that you see them in the boot. So we don't have an opportunity to use them as much. But the team does what they need to do, and we appreciate it.
Coach, what overall takeaways do you think the team made from the Minnesota game that made today so successful?
Minnesota game, I'm so hurt about that because we know that we could have won, and we should have won, and that puts us in a heck of a position. So we're really fighting to make sure that we are one of those teams that gets a bye, and that's the best situation for us because we only have 6 or 7 players, and maybe we would get 8. So it's to our advantage to get the rest the first day, because we press and we're playing so hard on the defensive side as well as the offensive side. And that, again, the difference between, for example, T-Baby and Mayel, which are taller players that can move. But the quickness that is there with KK, Zippy, and Arella complements that. And so we're going to do a number of things more so that we can continue. Because, as Arella said, we need more scoring. And so Zippy can give us more scoring because she can get it several ways. She can get it going to the basket, and she can get it off the shot. So it's a threat. In the meantime, it gives us the flexibility with Mayel to play on the inside and then play on the outside. So, we're fortunate because we've got players playing both ways. And that's what's going to happen until we get more people healthy.
Zippy and Arella, you two really were able to match up really well tonight. I felt you guys had some really good deliveries, kind of back and forth. Zippy, you would have an assist here, then Arella, you'd have kind of the vice versa play. So, both of you, a question: how do you feel you both performed well offensively, especially with both of you on the floor at the same time?
Well, I think Zippy does a really good job pushing the ball up the floor, and we need that. We need more transition points. And I think she, with her quickness, she definitely gets the ball up fast. She can see see up the court quick, and that's really beneficial, and it opens up the floor a lot. So other teams are getting tired quicker, and I think we just really read off each other well. I would tell her when we have time to talk, I would look and be like, that person's coming up, and you have a backdoor cut, and she would look for the same thing. And I just think we just really communicated well. We fed off each other, and it was great chemistry between us today.
At the end of the day, Arella is a phenomenal scorer, so she's honestly one of the first people I look for. So any time that I'm pushing the ball or even in the offense, Arella's going to flash to the ball or do anything she can to be in a position to score, so I'll look for that.
So, Coach, also, you touched on it a little bit, but after the Minnesota game and moving Zippy into the starting lineup and talking about the players and the rotation you have, you're looking matchups, or are you trying to find a certain rotation, or are you trying to ebb and flow based on certain matchups that
It's the matchups. It's the matchups. It's the matchups. For example, Penn State has extremely quick guards. And I don't know if you saw that, but they are quick. But the matchup with Arella as well as Zippy and KK neutralized that in a big way. But really they had their way a lot the last time we played them. So, it worked out well. But keep in mind that we are going through the hard part of our schedule right now. So we've been working, KK in the lineup, and it probably is going to be that way, the next game. And then again, maybe it's something that's happening that it will tell us that she can't handle a smaller a person, but she can handle a smaller person, but she couldn't handle a bigger person. And that's again the flexibility that Mael is able to give us, because she is smaller than the little quick ones. So I mean, we will do it based upon the matchups.
Arella, Tequila Mack had 7 assists this game, and you worked both really well together. What was clicking in?
I just think Mac was really seeing the floor well today. I thought she's seen 2 passes ahead today, and she did it really well. And we kind of have that energy a lot. Like, I know once I pass it to Mac, I know the next pass is probably going to go to Jordan, because I see the over-rotation, and that's the reason I'll give it to her. So I think Mac's kind of similar to me when she sees 2 passes ahead, and that's really great to have as a basketball player, to slow the game down.
Coach, one player that I thought played very well defensively tonight coming off of the bench was Maury. Talk a little bit about how well she performed overall.
Maury played really well. Really well. We all complimented her. I think that everything is a learning process, so it's just a thought process like, okay, this is what I got to do now. But she stepped it up. We mentioned a player, I don't even remember the girl's name, but she did a double-double, like 23 rebounds and 12. It was phenomenal. But Maury decided that, she said to me about 4 games ago, she said, no more nice Miss Maury. And I said to her, it wasn't ever nice in the first place. I don't know what you're thinking about. She said, well, I know better now, because, she was just a high school person that's wide-eyed, and she now knows, what's at stake, and then she knows that she's got to move much quicker. We saw something that we haven't seen, but it doesn't matter whether it's 5 minutes at a time or 6, 7 minutes at a time. We just need to have, like a real quick spurt. And she began to do that, and she did a great job. She really, and the players are also complimenting her and letting her know that that's nice. She did it, and she's coming, and we just continue to hope that she continue to play hard like that. But everybody is doing whatever they need to do, being flexible. We will play Arella, for example. At times we'll play her as a point. We'll take Zippy, and Zippy was playing as a 2 today. Because, but then again, she switched it when the KK came out. So we have that flexibility, and we'll just continue to work. In fact, tomorrow we're going to work a lot more on our own offenses, because I think that we still have some things that we've got to get straightened out. And then we'll focus on Maryland in the next day or so.